Hi guys, welcome back to GP Reactions. I hope you're well, hope you're having a great day, and as always, thank you for subscribing. So I'm now going to be listening to Blondie. The track's called Atomic. It's taken from the album Eat to the Beat, and this is a live version. A studio version entered the UK Top 40 on the 23rd of February 1980, and it reached #1, so it was a really successful track. I have heard the original, but I've never ever seen this performed live, except for on the video, which I think was quite dystopian. So I'm really looking forward to revisiting this, and especially that this was a live performance from 1980. I believe it was maybe from the Apollo, which I'm assuming is a theatre in New York. I could be wrong. Do correct me if I am wrong. So yeah, without further ado, this is Blondie from 1980 with Atomic.
The title of the next number is Atomic.
Such an iconic voice.
Atomic.
You know, I'm so impressed by how good this band is, and I've only ever listened to Blondie through videos or through records, vinyl records. I've never ever seen them live. This is like amazing. She's got a hell of a voice as well. You kind of, because you listen to so much music, you kind of feel that sometimes a voice that carries on a record may not carry so much in a live performance, but by God, she really carries a voice on this, and she's got such a distinct, iconic sound to her voice as well. Whenever she sings, you just know it's going to be a Blondie record or a Debbie Harry record. But I'm loving how this sounds. It sounds very true to the original. Of course, this was the same year as they had their #1. So, and I'm assuming that it was live in 1980. It doesn't look like it was maybe from any years following. But yeah, I'm really made up that I was tempted to react to the video, but I'm really glad I'm reacting to this live performance because it's smashing.
Tonight
of a jam coming on here. Being a live version, this is slightly different from the radio edit. Could be an album version. Loving the sounds. Imagine people dancing to this, which never would have occurred to me before.
Tonight, make it magnificent. Tonight, make me tonight. Your hair is beautiful. Oh,
So that was Blondie with Atomic, that was live, and that was really, really interesting to watch. And I do have to say that you didn't really kind of appreciate it when you watch the video or when you listen to it maybe on vinyl, but that drumming was fantastic. I'm not sure who the drum was. I'd probably, if I saw the names written down, I'd probably recognise those names as her band members, but I can only kind of remember Debbie Harry and... But yeah, for sure, her band members are really, really talented musicians, and that drum was just fantastic. And you really kind of get to appreciate that on a live performance like this. I liked her outfit actually because I was kind of thinking along the lines of atomic explosion sort of thing, and you have that kind of plume coming up of you have the explosion of red and the yellows, and her outfit kind of really complemented the track. I'm sure she just wore it because it was pretty cool and comfortable, but she rocks a good outfit and does Debbie Harry. I'm sure she still does. Yeah, fantastic track, and have a quick look at the lyrics actually, because I've never sat down and actually looked at the lyrics at all. There's not many of them, but it's interesting that she varies what she's singing about, how she sings it later on, and it just adds another kind of element to it, like a dreamy element. But this song really kind of felt to me as if it was, what would you do on the last night if you knew that there was going to be, if you knew that the world was going to end, perhaps you knew that there was going to be a conflict on a global scale the next day or something, and it's kind of like that question I kept thinking of as the song went on. What would you do with your last night? And I kind of feel that this is maybe from a couple's perspective, they're complementing each other, and maybe they're intending to just kind of make love that one last time, and how wonderful they actually look, which is kind of really surreal. Oh, make me tonight, make it right, make it magnificent tonight. Your hair is beautiful. Oh Tonight, Atomic. Yeah, I mean that is essentially the lyrics. And 1980 itself was felt like a really dark year for there wasn't a conflict between Russia and America, but at that time, 1980, I remember the Olympics, and that was one of those occasions where the Americans refused to go to the Moscow Olympics, and fortunately for in the UK, we managed to win a few more gold medals than we normally would. But that aside, it kind of felt very dark, a dark year, 1980. As did sort of 1984. Every now and again, you have this kind of run of apocalyptic type songs. Might have dystopian. I think Fred's was this year, which was about a nuclear attack in Sheffield. Was it Fred's? There was two. There was one in America, one in UK. But I think Fred's was the UK one, and yeah, that was a nuclear attack in Sheffield. And then you had the Martian Chronicles. That was about us. I think essentially the idea that maybe we're screwing up our own planet. We've gone to live on Mars, and the indigenous Martian inhabitants don't really kind of want us there either. They maybe, and I can't remember the actual series, but perhaps it was a case of they maybe felt we were just bringing all our junk to their planet, and perhaps this history would repeat itself. But yeah, 1980 did feel quite a dark year, and for sure, nuclear war was really kind of brought home to us on the television. And so what's kind of really interesting about this song is we're kind of contrasting God's creations, man and woman, who have made themselves look fantastic for this day last night. We're contrasting God's creations with man's destruction. So God creates, man destructs. It's kind of weird kind of concept. Why would God create a human being who was so destructive, or a species that was so destructive? But maybe that's a debate for a different forum. As I don't know if I'm religious. I do believe in there's spiritual stuff and high powers and stuff like that. But anyway, guys, I really enjoyed his performance. It was fantastic, and it was great to see him live at last. As I've never even bothered to look at Blondie on YouTube, to be honest. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Please join me there. And until next time, take good care of yourselves. Have a great week ahead. And for sure, if you're out and about, have a great day today. And until next time, I will have plenty more kind of reactions coming up real soon.